A huge round of applause for our next Rockstar Scientist, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vishal. I'm an applied mathematician. And if you don't know what that means, it's somebody who helps their friends with their math homework, right? So the bulk of my job is precisely to talk to scientists, physicists, engineers, and ask them what their problems are and see if I can help them. So maybe I'll start with a story of one of my friends, Rama. Rama is a good colleague of mine at ICTS. She studies how tiny droplets inside clouds become bigger droplets and cause rain. So it turns out that this is a very complicated process. Lots and lots of droplets are sort of floating inside a cloud. And when it rains is precisely when these cloud droplets get large enough. And they get large enough when they collide. So you have to, in order to predict when exactly it'll rain, you need to sort of track all these particles, millions and millions of particles. And you can imagine that this is going to be hard to calculate. And then that's when someone like I come in. So my job was to tell Rama that, hey, is there a faster way to do this? And I was like, no, there isn't. Is there an easier way to do this? Probably not. And then she told me an interesting point, that there was this one term that was really hard to calculate for all the scientists. And half of the scientists in this field said, that's irrelevant. Let's just forget about it. And the other half said, well, it's probably important because we're not looking at it. And so then I thought, well, maybe I can say something about that. Is it important? And the way we went about doing that was, I said, it reminds me of this other idea I had when I was talking about a different problem. A problem where we wanted to figure out what the shape of the bottom of the ocean was when you were just given the measurements of the surface of the sea. So you looked at the waves and you wanted to figure out the shape of the bottom of the ocean. So after several months of discussion with Rama, I finally convinced her that these two problems have something to do with they're sort of related, and there's something here. And the same mathematical ideas that you use to figure out the shape of the bottom of the ocean can be used to calculate this one term that everybody's sort of debating about, whether it's important or not. And we were finally able to produce a piece of code that we could integrate with the software that was tracking all these particles. Do I know the answer to whether this is important or not? No, that's not my homework. My homework was to help other people solve problems and let the debate go on, let the science go on, right? So I see myself as a bit of an enabler. I solve the mathematical problems, and then there's more questions after that. If you do have any other questions about this kind of stuff, please do ask me. I like answering questions whenever I can. Thank you so much.